If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle, putting the WoW in Transmogs. This leather edition of Moogle is for Druids. We have 5 different Druid sets. Let me know in the comments which one you happen to like the most. Maybe let me know which one might need a little bit of work. If you have any ideas to add pieces, by all means, put it in the comments. Got a kind of deer in the headlights look. Now the shoulders, these are the Wrathful Shoulders Orgrimmar Stormwind from a vendor. It's no longer honor points, it's marks of honor. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3. I kind of did that a little while ago, that's why it has honor points. The chest, waist, walker, tunic, mana tombs, if you ever need some mana, that's where you go. Heroic, Kelladin, the Breaker's boss, 5% drop rate, but once a day, maybe you get it, you never know. Moving along, looks pretty cool on a Tauren. Sort of. The Storm Rage Belt, Blackwing Lair, some name I can't pronounce, is very corrupt, 22% drop rate. Moving right along, we're going to take a quick peek at the legs, which of course are the Waist Walker Leggings, Manatomb's Heroic, same place you get the chest. I believe that's the last boss, 13%, a little better drop rate, so you get a little synergy going with the chest and the legs. The boots, Storm Rage Boots, Blackwing Lair, Brood Lord, Lash Lair is the boss. Decent drop rate, actually very good drop rate at 21%. Looks pretty cool on a Druid. I was going to say a Drugan, which would be a Worgen Druid. The gloves, the Storm Rage Hand Guards, Blackwing Lair, drops from 3 different bosses, 8% drop rate, so you got a pretty good chance to get it. So Blackwing Lair, Manatomb's Heroic, and this set is pretty much yours. The Cloak BRIGHTCLOTH Cloak BC level tailoring. Check your local auction house, or check your local tailor, or check your local troll to get the cloak. The helm, Storm Rage cover, Blackwing Lair. Once again, Nefarian is the boss, and it's got a 12% drop rate. Pretty decent drop rate for that Blackwing Lair. So this is a very gettable set. It's kind of cool, if you ask me. The Blood Boil Lancet, Forge of Souls, Devourer of Souls is the dude. He's just a big eyeball, and it's got a 21% drop rate. Starting off with a Tauren, the Underdwellers, SPAUILDERS, Dragon Soul, Morchuck is the boss. 8% drop rate, that's reg mode, so he's the first boss. Very easy to pick up. Next up, we're going to take a look at the chest, which you could buy on the auction house or grind in Moradon. It's got a low drop rate, but it's probably not going to be too expensive to pick up that white chest piece. Moving along. Looks pretty hot on a Blood Elf female, must say. The Feather Flight Belt, Throne of Thunder, Jaikun is the boss, and it's got a 6% drop rate. And yes, she's all excited about that 6% drop rate. The legs, the Ghostwalker Leggings, Moradon, various bosses, kill them, or various mobs actually, kill them all. Very low drop rate, or you can pick it up on the auction house. Moving along with a Tauren female, the Dreadful Gladiator's Boots of Alacrity. Mop level tailoring, or you could buy it for some marks of honor somewhere in Mopland. Moving along with the gloves, the Lightfinger Wrap, Stormwind Orgrimmar. Basically buy it for gold, 178 gold from your local Valor Quartermaster, so very easy to pick up. Now this looks pretty cool, I think, on a Worgen female, or as I often say, a Drugan. Anyway, Gilded Thorium Cloak, it's gray. It's an old school Karazhan. Terrestrian Ilhoof is the boss. The helm, which is the Mask of the Unforgiven. Stratholm from the Unforgiven, 21% drop rate to get that white mask. It's nice to get. Looking a little cool with that white, even though white isn't in the fall, right? Okay. Offhand is the Kata. Offhand, reprieve, whatever. It's not honor. You get it from marks of honor, so it's very easy to get. Very blue, by the way. Looking good on a Worgen male. And the Wild Gladiator Shanker, which is the WOD PvP vendor, which is going to cost probably about 5 marks of honor to pick that up. I don't know, for some reason I like red on Druids. It's kind of got that evil Druid theme going. This is the warmongering piece, the shoulders. It's very red. I think it's wild if you're Horde, but it's only going to cost a few marks of honor to pick up. The chest, choking Hauberk. I don't know how to say that, sorry. Halls of Reflection. Heroic Marwyn is the boss. He's one of the first 2 bosses, so very easy to pick up that chest piece. The belt is the World Bender Waistband, Throne of Thunder, Heroic, Cache of Storms. It's got a low drop rate, but I think that, like, it doesn't, I don't know if it comes with the batteries or not for that yellow glow, but it looks pretty cool. The legs, Fleshwork Leggings, Pit of Sarn, Heroic, Scourge Lord Tyrannus. He's the last boss, 10% drop rate. That dungeon does drop a lot of good stuff, so it's definitely worth doing. Looking pretty damn good on a Night Elf female. The boots, which is Warmongering and Bleed Wild if you're Horde, WAD PvP vendor, and it's only going to cost a few marks of honor to pick up those nice looking objects. And the gloves, Warmongering, Gladiator, blah 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 blah, Wild if you're Horde, I believe, and it's going to cost some marks of honor to pick up. Now the Troll, which is the Baleful Cloak, Tanan Jungle, it's one of those rare drops. You could basically just grind it out there. Low drop rate, but it does really work with this set. There might be a few lookalikes. And the Helm, which is the Warmongering Gladiators Dragonhide Helm, WAD PvP vendor, and it's going to cost marks of honor, not necessarily conquest. And the weapon, which is the Imperator's WARSTAF High Maul, looking for Raid version, so that's the LFR version. It's got a low drop rate, but it looks really, really cool with this set. Looking rather mean and blue on a Tauren. The shoulders, Grievous Gladiator. I believe it's prideful if you're Horde. And it's not going to cost honor, it's going to cost some marks of honor, so that's pretty easy to pick up. Moving along, we're going to show you the chest. Trickster's Vest. Grind it in Dire Maul, or you could pick it up on the auction house. One of only a few blue leather pieces that you could wear, but it does look pretty cool, especially on a Worgen female. Maybe not the hat. So the belt, Grievous, prideful if you're Horde, and it's going to cost marks of honor as opposed to honor points. Kind of made this part, as I said before, a little while ago. The Trickster leggings, Dire Maul, you could grind it same place you could grind the chest. Various mobs, kill them all, or check your local auction house. And on a Tauren female, Grievous Gladiators, blah 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 blahs, you get them out of the mop vendor, not for honor points, but for marks of honor. Looking pretty cool, gotta say. And the gloves, Grievous, once again, prideful if you're Horde, mop PvP vendor out there in Mopland, or you could basically just buy for marks of honor instead of honor points. And I think this is the one that it looks the best on, the Troll, the Gilded Thorium Cloak, which I happen to love. Karazhan Terrestrian Ilhoof is the boss, very good drop rate of 18% for the Cloak. The Helm, Druidic Helm of Second Sight, Shadow Moon Valley, it's a drop, or quest reward actually, so that's only Alliance. Oh well. Sorry, Horde, but you can always find a nice substitute. Now, this is where it looks really great. The weapon is the Great Staff of the Nexus, Eye of Eternity, Alex Strauss's gift. Really good drop rate of 17%. Sticking with that blue theme, but this really works. The shoulders, you pick it up out of Throne of Thunder, Heroic. Iron Quan is the boss, and it's got a 16% drop rate for those green, blue, and little yellow butterflies. The chest, super easy to get, Dark Moon Fair. Barum is the vendor, and it costs 75 Dark Moon tickets to get that replica FERALHEART vest. Moving along, to show the belt, which just works perfect. While Gladiators, I believe it would be Warmongering if you're Horde, and it does not cost honor anymore. It now costs marks of honor, so a lot easier to pick up. Moving along, we're going to show you the legs, which sticking with that Dark Moon theme. Barum is the vendor, 75 Dark Moon tickets, so 150 altogether for the chest and legs. And we have a Tauren, looking awesome. Looks really cool on a Tauren. The boots, Warmongering Gladiator, Wild, I believe, if you're Alliance, and it's from the Mob PvP vendor. And Asheran, Marks of Honor, is the currency. The gloves, Grips of the Haunted Forest, Throne of Thunder, Heroic, High Priestess Marley. Hi Marley, how you doing? Low drop rate, but certainly worth the grind. And the Cloak, Ebon Hold Cloak, Skullomance is the place. Ramstein the Gorger, or check your local auction house for a really useful blue cloak. I think that's just great to pick up for any set. And the replica FERALHEART Cowl, Dark Moon Fair. Baron is the vendor, 75 Dark Moon tickets. So if you really want this set, Dark Moon Fair is the place to go. Last but not least, a troll, the Arcanai, I don't know how to say that. Maybe one of you guys help me out with that. Wrath is the place. That's old school. Thanks for watching. Luxeley saying, have a great one.